What's up everybody, this is RadTechShoe and I have some more Destiny gameplay for you, but in this video, instead of me running around doing missions and raids and stuff, I'm actually going to show you my entire inventory and arsenal of all three of my characters and just how well I've done with picking up good stuff thus far. So the first character is my Awoken Female Hunter. So right off the bat, I've got the Unyielding Casque raid armor. I've got to max that out. I've got the Dodge Cage as well, raid armor. I don't have the chest raid armor, but I do have the Crest of Alpha Lupi and the Tireless Striders raid armor. So with this setup, and the Shattered Vault Cloak, of course, my favorite cloak. But with this setup, the way my Hunter is right now, I'll finally be able to reach level 32. So the other helmets I have, I have this regular Raku Vindicator, and I have the ATS/8 Arachnid, and I have the Don't Touch Me gauntlets, and then the Young Ahamkara Spine gauntlets. I don't have the Raid Chest Armor, like I said, I just have the Gravebreakers 1.3, so I got to get the Raid Chest Armor for my Hunter. And for boots, I have the Radiant Dance Machines, which are kind of okay. I'm not a huge fan of them, but whatever. I've got the Cloak of Sojourn, Shroud of Flies, and then the Hood of the Spawn. So, yeah, my Hunter's definitely got the best armor out of all three of my characters. I've got the most diversity, and my Hunter's definitely going to be the one to reach level 32. Blade Dancer and Gunslinger are both maxed, and for primaries, I've got the Oversoul Edict, which I like a lot. Then I've got the Universal Remote, Atheon's Epilogue, the Venation 3, and the Unwilling Soul 09. Not too bad there. Then I've got the Murmur, Secret Handshake, and Light of the Abyss for special weapons. Special weapons are not too good right there, I'm not going to lie. But for heavy weapons, I got the Corrective Measure, the Culling, then I've got the Admonisher 3, and a maxed out Gallahorn, and an Against All Odds machine gun. So my weapons are doing pretty good for my Hunter. My Sparrow is a piece of crap. I don't have any spare ghosts. My ships, I don't like any of these ships really all that much. My Hunter doesn't have any good ships. But I have a lot of shaders. I keep getting random shaders, and I do like the way the Glowhoo looks with my Hunter. The way it looks with the Crest of Alpha Lupi, I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep this set up. And that's pretty much going to do it for my Hunter. This is all I've really got with my Hunter. And without further ado, let's move on to my second character. Alright, so now we're my second character, a human female Titan. So let's look into what she has. The Striker class is maxed out, but I haven't maxed out Defender yet. I need to max that out. I'm very close, but I've almost got it maxed. Now for helmets, I have all of the exotic helmets. At least I think they're all of them. I have the Helm of Immos Light, the Object 95. That's the only. I don't have the Raid helmet, so this is the best I can get right now for legendary helmets. It's maxed out, but it doesn't compare to the Raid. But I have a maxed out Glasshouse, the Helm of Saint 14, and the Insurmountable Skull Fort. Like I said, the Inmost Light is the only exotic helmet I have yet to max for my Titan. Now, I've got the Willbreaker's Fist raid armor for my Titan, and I've got the Melina. I don't know why I'm still holding on to it. I think it does actually have a slightly higher light rating than my Willbreaker right now. So that's the only reason I'm holding on to it, just in case I need that extra light. But that's it. I don't have the chest armor for raid. I need to get that. But I do have the Armamentarium chest armor, and that's almost maxed as well. And I like that. That's a pretty good chest armor. Boots, this is all I've got. I literally don't have anything else, as you can see. It's pretty sad. I need to get more raid armor for my Titan. And then, for my Titan marks, the Dustborn is definitely my favorite. The other two look like crap. As you can tell, the Dustborn just goes with the armor shader that I've currently got equipped. It looks nice. And now for weapons, I've got the Venation 3 yet again. This one's totally maxed. And then I've got a maxed out Red Death. And then the 3 Little World's Pulse Rifle. All three of these weapons are pretty good. I've got the Murmur as well. Here's my first Icebreaker. And then I've got a Y09 Longbow Synthesis. In case I can't equip my Icebreaker, I can equip this instead. So that's really all I've got it for. It's not really that great, but like I said, if I can't use Icebreaker, I use it. I've got my Dragon's Breath, and this is my second Dragon's Breath. Then I've got an MG-18A Harm's Way, and this is my second Thunderlord as well. So my Titan has a decent heavy weapon setup. And I love the Corrective Measure and the Thunderlord. They're really great machine guns. Sparrow and Sparrow and Ghost, really nothing different. I have hardly any armor shaders. I don't know what it is. I just can't get anything with that. But the ship I have right here, the Catch Me If You Can, this is my favorite ship. It looks cool, and it's you know, I get a lot of compliments for it. But that's gonna do it for my Titan. So let's move on to my third character. Alright, so here we are with my third and final character, the female Exo Warlock. And right off the bat, you notice I've got the Light Beyond Nemesis, and I actually have the raid armor, the Death Singer's Gaze, and then I also have the other exotic helmet, the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. So, but none of my helmets are maxed out. I need to work on that. The Viper Spine and the Sunbreakers, both of these are maxed out, so I'm doing okay on them. I just need more raid. I need the raid gauntlets. The Dust Tread, I don't know what it is about the Warlock's legendary armor, but I mean, look at it. I hate the right side where it's torn off and tattered like that. I think it looks ugly and god-awful. It really bothers me. It looks like crap. But for chest armor, in terms of exotics, I got the Starfire Protocol maxed out, and I've also got the Voidfang vestments maxed out. Blech. Now, I've got the Death Singer's Herald boots. I don't have any, I don't think there are any, well, no, I think there's one pair of legendary boots. And then for the, I like the Fragment of the Prime, the one I've got equipped. That looks pretty good. Sunsinger and Voidwalker classes are both maxed out. And now for primary weapons, I've got the Fang of Iryut, the Thorn, and then the Coiled Hiss, and then the Beeline Trauma. I pretty much like all of these primaries. I think they're all pretty solid primaries. I do like my Warlocks. My Warlock has some very good weapons, especially for the special class. This next group that you're seeing right here, that you're going to see, here we go scrolling down into the Black Hammer, and then I've got the Murmur, and then we've got the LDR 5001, my second Icebreaker, and then the Invective Shotgun. So my special weapons are also pretty good for my Warlock as well. You know, this is where sometimes I switch out between the Black Hammer and the Icebreaker depending upon the situation, depending upon what bosses or enemies I'm fighting against. I don't really prefer one over the other. They're both very useful, and as you can tell, I alternate between them all the time. Next is the Prestige 4. And then we've got my first Dragon's Breath, and then my first Thunderlord, and then another MG-18A Harm's Way. So, yeah, my Warlock is pretty stacked when it comes to weapons. Now, I actually got the S13 Grave Robber Sparrow from the Crota raid recently, and I was pretty stoked about that. You might have seen that gameplay. If you didn't, please go ahead and check that video out. And then I've got several ships, but like I said, the Catch Me If You Can is my favorite ship overall. And I've got this armor shader. It looks pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. I like this armor shader on my Warlock. I don't know why. It's not even a legendary, it's just a rare, but it looks nice. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, but I'm going to change it up right here. I like this armor shader. Probably the best. I like it much better than the Glowhoo, at least. Yeah, the Glowhoo on my Warlock, for some reason, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. But yeah, for the most part, that's it for my Warlock. Now, the last part of this video, we're going to go look into my vault. We're going to go look inside, and I'm going to show you a little collection I started up just for no reason. So, armor over here, there's absolutely nothing. But weapons, I've got 10 Husk of the Pit. I don't know what it is, but I keep getting these damn things. So I'm just going to fill up my vault with Husk of the Pit. Some people like to collect Gallahorns. I collect Husk of the Pit. And then over here on the right, you'll see my, exotic shards, and then, commendations, and, just random stuff, upgrade materials. That's all it is, saving up my strange coins for the next time Xur comes around, and so on and so forth. So as you can tell, it's just the basic materials. It's not filled with heavy ammo synthesis or anything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Before I go, I just want to remind you all that on the 21st I will be going on leave, and I will be gone, and I won't be back till the 30th, so from that time frame, I won't be uploading any videos or doing anything. I'll be in the Caribbean watching my little sister get married. And so I just wanted to remind you guys of all, remind you all right before I leave, so I'm going to see you guys all later. This is RadTech Shoe, signing off.